Something that Vinod Mehta mentioned was that you debate and nothing happens. So there are 2 points over here. I was invited on Women's Day to quite a few channels to come and speak about it, and I refused only for this reason, because you get into a state of complete disgust that you keep talking about the same things and nothing happens. And it's actually discouraging and demoralizing to go on repeating yourself and doing things which are ineffective. And to this degree also, I would point to this issue, the corruption in the media. We've discussed it to death, and nothing has happened. And I believe that nothing has happened because the people who control the corruption, in fact, demand the corruption. Many of the proprietors, in fact, demand of the journalists to make packages of paid news which should be available to politicians and film stars or whatever. And many film stars who have told me personally have received notices of packages, particularly the Class B, what is called the Class B star, that you will never appear in our paper unless you pay a certain amount. All these things have happened basically because of one proprietor initially believing that if the junior journalist is going to make money, why shouldn't we institutionalize it? He started it, and when there was a big hue and cry, other editors objected, and he said that all of them are saying this now, but they will all follow and they'll all do the same thing. And to varying degrees, he was right. He is right. Many people have followed and done that. In fact, when you read the newspaper today, it is the most interesting, if you're looking at a paper, to look at, instead of just reading it flat, the way to read the newspaper today, and in fact watch television programs, is to see, why is the story done? Who planted it? Why did they plant it? And in fact, my advice to reporters very often is that when they get a plant, take the plant and expose the fact that it was planted by whom, because the real story is who gave it to you and why. Once when Rajiv Gandhi was having his plane refurbished, somebody in Air India sent this thick portfolio of the listings of everything that they had done, pillows from Switzerland, and it looked quite scandalous. And I saw it in India Today magazine at that time, received by one of the journalists, and I said, you know, the story, everyone is going to print what you have in your hand, but nobody is going to print who gave it to you and why. And that was the real story. So we shy away from things like that. A quote from Satish's film, in which a proprietor, an owner, said that I'm in the business of advertising. He owns the largest newspaper, not in India, in the world. He owns the largest newspaper in the world. For me to hear that he thinks he claims or he believes he's in the business of advertising, is like a doctor saying, I'm a surgeon saying, I'm in the business of hospitality, and treating his hospital like a hotel. That it doesn't matter how many surgeries you do, whether they need it or not, you're going to keep doing it to make money. And that's what that statement says. That there are certain professions, like the legal profession, the medical profession, journalism, which are services to the public. If you make good money on it, that's great. But the first thing is that you should make money by practicing it right. And what is happening today is that because of our economy being in this turbulent state of transition into a capitalist economy, until it becomes profitable, to be honest, it's not going to change. Right now, greed is the new religion. And of course, it's all right to take plants, it's all right to paid news, everything is accepted. In fact, I was on a panel on television when somebody said the correspondent in Chhattisgarh was ending his story saying, and it remains to be seen, as that always, it remains to be seen that this is in a gray area. Is it paid news or is it not? And then the camera comes into the studio, and I said, why are you bringing it into a gray area? It is paid news. Already it is being glossed over in channels, that it's okay to do. So our morality has become vague. You can change it whenever you like. It is really a dangerous situation. The other thing is that I feel that there's no harm for journalists to apply, that there should be a license to practice journalism. If you break the rules, like in the legal profession, you could be suspended or lose your license. And there might be a rather radical idea, a license for proprietors. that they have to keep to ethical standards or they could be suspended. Am I okay? All right. Thank you.